taking so long to text me, so I decided to try to search for him on social media so I could tell him to message me because I wanted to get off the app. Anyway, I couldn't find his socials, but I found one of his teammates. I DM'd the friend on Insta. After going back and forth for a bit, the teammate said, so earlier this year, I matched with this gent on Hinge. We started talking and everything's going okay. I gave him my number, but he was taking so long to text me, so I decided to search him on social media. First of all, you're doing a lot here. Just because you match doesn't mean you have to go search him because he didn't text you yet. Before I get any further, just pump the brakes a little bit. Give the man some time. He was taking so long to text me, so I decided to try to search for him on social media so I could tell him to message me because I wanted to get off the app. You want to find him to tell him to message you. You're doing a lot here. Anyway, I couldn't find his socials, but I found one of his teammates. Okay, this is a bit much. You haven't really had a first conversation with him and you already found his teammate? So I DM'd the friend. Why did you DM him? So I DM'd the friend on Insta, and after going back and forth for a bit, the teammate said he let him know. And I got a call from the guy a couple hours later saying he was gonna text me, and so he did, and we were talking. Everything was going well. After talking for a bit, I asked him what he wants from me, and he said he wanted a friends with benefits situation, which isn't what I wanted, so I decided to end things, which I was fine with. So I deleted his number from my phone. About 3 weeks later, he calls me. At first, I didn't realize who it was, but then when he started telling me about getting a good grade on the assignment that I helped him with, I realized who it was and asked why he's calling me. And he said he wanted to speak to me about how he left things. He proceeds to tell me that he was worried things were gonna work out between us, and that's why he ended things, and wanted to make it up to me by taking me out for coffee. I agreed. I thought you said you ended things. Semantics? A couple days later, I asked him where we were going for coffee, and he says he doesn't know any cute cafes we can go to, and he suggests a picnic. I say that's fine, but then he says he doesn't know any parks we can go to. So I ask him what's his plan, and he says we can have it at the fields by his campus, and I agreed. He said he was gonna handle the food, and I asked if he wanted me to bring anything, and he said I should bring the picnic blanket, glasses, and something for us to drink. The night before we were on FaceTime, and I wanted to confirm the plans for tomorrow, and I guess he thought it was funny to try and wind me up by saying he wanted to cancel. And I started getting irritated by that, and I think he caught on and told me it was just a joke, and we're good for tomorrow. He then tells me what time I should be there. I'm now on my way there, and when I get to the gate of his campus, security says I can't come through that gate, but he manages to talk to them, and they let me in. I wasn't super dressed up, but I looked cute. Crop top, high-waisted jeans, sneakers, and a jacket. And he was in sweats and slides. Of course, he came to his campus. He probably just woke up. So he tells me that we need to go to his room at Res to get something before we can go. And when we get there, he suddenly tells me that there's a game on the fields, and we have to wait for a bit. Why did you think this picnic plan on the fields was even a real thing? Why did you let this man convince you to having a picnic on the fields of his campus? This was never a plan. I'm slightly annoyed, but I let it go. He puts on movies on his laptop. His laptop? He puts on movies on his laptop, and we're just chilling there and are getting kind of cozy. We're now halfway through the second movie, and I'm so over it because if I wanted to spend the whole day watching movies on a laptop in my bedroom, I could have just stayed home. He begins to try to get intimate with me, but I shut it down and decide to leave. He walks me to my Uber and I go home. When I get home, he FaceTimes me. He's asking me a bunch of questions about whether or not I think things are gonna work out between us. And I tell him that I don't know. After processing what happened for a couple of days, I call him and tell him I didn't appreciate him making me come all the way to his campus just to try and sleep with me, and I ended things. So I'm still curious why you pressed this guy so badly at the beginning just to message you. Tried to search him on social media, found his teammate, DM'd that teammate, had a back and forth until he finally calls you. You were doing a lot at the beginning. I will say this much. When someone says something to you, believe them. He specifically said to you he's looking for a friends with benefit type of thing. You didn't want that. So when you first ended it back then, leave it ended, because all he wanted to do was try and reel you back in. Because he went from let's go for coffee to I don't know any coffee spots to let's go for a picnic, but I don't know any parks, so let's do it on the field on my campus. Leave this ended. This should have been done. Kudos for you for keeping your boundaries up though. If you say you don't want something and someone doesn't listen to you, stand firm on that, which you did. You ended things again. Nothing really happened. Maybe just some wasted time, that's about it. Watch the movies on the laptop in his res. But this is the last time that you match with somebody and you go search for them. Please never do that again, ever. If you give someone your number and they do not message you, there are other people. It's okay. Let it go.
Yeah, okay, first things first, she was a little bit desperate right off the bat, bro. Like, yo, just because he didn't reply for a couple hours does not mean you have to go stalk him on social media and find his teammate and tell his teammate to tell him to message you. Like, that's too much. God damn. No wonder, like, you attracted the wrong type of boys. And even look, right? Even after the guy started, communicating with her again, he planned a date and all this and that. He tells her he want to take her to a cafe, but he doesn't know a cafe. He's planning a picnic, but he doesn't know any parks. Like, who are you dealing with here? I mean, it's not so hard to go on your phone and search for location, search where the park is closest to you, or search the nearest cafe. Like, come on, this guy's like, what, man child or what? You know, I'm thinking all along he just wanted to get in your pants. And rightfully so. He did tell you before that, he was just looking for some fun, nothing serious, no strings attached. But I think you kind of threw that away, right? You threw that idea away. You thought like it's going to be something more serious. I don't know how you even took him serious to begin off with. Like, guy ends up planning a whole date, and it ends up being at the school's, at the school's field, I guess. But meanwhile, this guy was not planning on even following along. I think in the back of his mind, he wasn't even intending to even chill at that field at all. Even what his cover-up story about some sports team playing on it, like, even if that's true, I don't think this was his intention. His intention was just to get laid. He tricked her to hang out in his room, and what they're doing is they're just watching movies, bro, on the laptop. So I mean, that tells you everything. My guy had this plan down to a T, right? And of course, after the first movie, 2 hours, guy puts on another 2-hour movie, right? And then he's trying his luck to get some action. It's like, my boy, what are you doing? Yo, I mean, it's good for her though. At least she blocked him. I mean, guy was not even putting effort, bro. Guy's trying to get to the dessert before even getting to the main course. My guy wants a dessert right away. Like, bro, you gotta put in some effort, man. You know what I'm saying? You could have taken her to that field, have the date properly planned, bring some fruits, some food, whatever. Like, bruh. And I guarantee you, after he got what he wanted, he probably would have booted her out too, bro. That's how it goes, though. That's how it goes, But good for her. She caught on to it real quick, bro. She caught on to it real quick. Because if it was any other woman, they would have slept with him. And then later on, after the fact, a day or so later, they would have complained. They would have messaged the guy, oh, I don't like how you took things on that date. Like, I was expecting a date and you just wanted some kitty, So, yeah, good on her. Good on her. She caught on it real quick. Now, at least she learned some lessons, For next time, do not be chasing men's who you just started talking to. Like, do not be this aggressive with your interaction. Like this girl was trying to forcefully get the guy to text her. Like, she had to go all the way to his teammate to relay a message to him for him to text her. Like, bro, you guys started talking. You guys are not married. Why are you acting like you guys are a married ass couple? Like, you've been married to him for 30 years. That was clingy right off the bat.
Came out of the gym and there was someone inside of there, a girl, and she was recording herself, like, when they're lifting weights and stuff like that. And she had a tripod. I don't know if she does social media. She might even see this and get mad. My fault. Anyway, as I'm around, I'm just walking, doing my stuff, and she kind of comes up to me and she says, oh, is it alright if you check my form? Is it alright if you just make sure that, what do they call it in gym? You man will know. Let me know in the comments. When you're checking over someone, making sure that they're doing the right form and making sure they can do the right amount of reps. I'm doing that for her. Like, she's on the squat machine, going down and up, down and up. Bear in mind, there's a camera there as well. She's recording all of this, right? So I'm just there watching. Anyway, she finishes her set. Anyway, I go off and continue my stuff. She said, thank you, whatever. And she comes back up to me again and says, oh, is it all right if you can actually record for me, right? So she wanted me to record for her social media. She didn't tell me what it was for. But can you record? I just want to see my form later on when I get back home. So can you record for me my set and how I'm doing? I said, oh, okay. So I started recording for her. She wanted me to capture different angles and stuff, going around, recording. Anyway, so I've done all of this stuff. Like, I've recorded for her and everything. And then obviously I've ended the recording. She's still kind of doing her stuff. And I checked over the videos, and they looked a bit weird because the way that it was angled was strange. Anyway, I've come back in my car, right? And it is crazy because this happened. Obviously, I came to the gym about 3 hours ago, right? So I've been here for a while. She must have left. She left before me, because I think she must have got there earlier than me. So she left there before me. I saw her leaving as I was doing my stuff. I come back in my car now, and I'm scrolling on Instagram, TikTok. I see on Instagram Reels a story. Guess who's in this story? Me. I don't follow this girl, by the way. Someone sent this to me. And the story is Gym Creep. That's the title, Gym Creep. And it's me recording this girl. I didn't know that she had another tripod set up on the other side recording me. So another tripod was recording her, phone was recording her, recording me recording her. So now I look like I'm just going around her, recording her doing squats. And it's like, and it's a voiceover. This gym creep was doing this and recording me, and he's a weirdo, and if you see his face, ban him from every gym. And bear in mind, man, I just left the gym now and I've come in my car. So I don't know how much views this is gonna get, but it's already got decent amount, and I don't want to be banned from it, but I didn't do anything. She asked me to record her for her, so I don't know if there's a way that I can get CCTV footage, or like someone can back my case or something, because
Yo, and let that be a lesson. You know, whenever you have some chicks out there who are dressed into little booty shorts at a gym and who are recording videos and stuff, and they're asking you to help them spot them or critique their form, whatever, bruh, tell her to turn off that camera first. Tell her you're gonna do it when the camera ain't recording. Tell her you're not comfortable being in front of that video, because you don't know, they're gonna spin it around just for some clicks and clouds, right? Just to get a few views. Like, that's ridiculous, bruh. Like, my dude here was being so nice, you know, spotting her, whatever, filming her too, and she's gonna go out here and, you know, and trying to air him out as being a creep and a weirdo and recording her and stuff. You know, I mean, I get it. This is a trend, right? If you look at a lot of these reels and stuff like that, you see a lot of, you know, women be doing this at the gym, where they just, you know, shaming dudes around them. And I get it. These kind of contents spreads like wildfire. But yo, she trying to become famous off of you, bro. She capitalizing on you. Like, she tarnishing your image like that. Like, that's insane. Yo, you should go back and file some lawsuit or something. Like, that's ridiculous, bro. That's crazy. To the extremes you'll go to stage my man like an actor and shame him for being a nice guy and helping you with your workouts, helping you film, helping you spot, critiquing your form, whatever, and you labeling him as a creep. Dude was just minding his own business. He didn't even want to be in your damn camera. You're the one that reached out to him. Damn. For men out there, I hope you guys learn better, bro. So next time a woman's asking you to spot her, to record her, make sure you look around and see if there's any videos out there, any cameras recording first on beforehand, you know.
Guys, I will never talk to / date ever again. I saw someone else do this, so why not? I thought it'd be so hilarious given my fucking track record. So number 1, fatty turned gym bro. Oh my god, I will never date a man that used to be fucking fat and now he's like obsessed with the gym. I can't. I just can't. Cause why are you making me feel bad because I want fucking Chick-fil-A? Just cause you got a bad relationship with food. Why are you making me eat your meal prep? I don't want that. It's just so annoying because it's like they feel like because they lost weight and like did so much progress, which is very impressive, they want to like push that onto you. Like, stop. I have a good relationship with food. Like, I don't need you to project your insecurities onto me. People who cannot dress. No, I refuse. I would rather fucking eat a fucking Canada Goose jacket than to be a free personal stylist again. Oh my god. Like, I cannot date someone where every single time I am so fucking scared of what you're gonna pull out of your closet. Like, Pinterest is free. Please lock in on that. Men who compete with women. Oh my gosh. There are so much men out there with secret animosity towards you. Like, they will literally be in competition with you and you'll be like, what the fuck? This is so weird. Because it's like, I feel like there's so much conversation about friends competing with friends. But like, when your significant other is competing with you, it is such a weird ass feeling. Like, I'll tell them like, I got this internship, blah, blah. And they'll be like, how did you get that? Oh my god. Oh my god. That's when I realized, like, there will be moments where you will be ready to share something good that happens and they'll literally have like this look of envy on their face. And it's just so fucking weird because it's like, why are you competing with me? Like, that is so fucking weird. Nonchalant men. Oh my gosh. Never again. Never again. Never again. Please. Literally, like, I'm crazy and I like think about everything and feel about everything so deeply, and I care about everything and anything so deeply. So if you cannot match that, oh my god, I just can't, because I cannot deal with someone like that ever again, because it literally genuinely feels like you're gaslighting yourself into feeling like, oh, like, I'm overreacting, but in reality they're underreacting. Like, stop pretending you don't care. Because once you drop me off, you're about to go crash out in your car by yourself. So don't. Just don't. Just don't. But that is the list of guys I will never talk to / date ever again. And take my advice, don't do it. Just don't. Just don't. Unless you want to spend hundreds of dollars on therapy. But on the bright side, you will be very self-aware.
Like, I mean, I get her points, right? Like, the first guy she mentioned about the guy that used to be fat and now he's a gym bro, I thought that would be a good thing, you know? The fact that now he cares about his weight, his health, and everything. I get it. Maybe you weren't at his shoes before. You never got fat before. You can eat whatever and your body just doesn't get fat like that. But to him, that is important. Now, do I agree with him enforcing it on her? No. You know, I think he can do whatever he wants to. Just, you know, do not enforce it on her. Let her do whatever she wants. The other guys she mentions, like the ones who are competing with her, like what kind of man out there is gonna compete with a woman? First of all, let me know that. Like, who is gonna compete? Like, what type of man? I thought this competition thing is women to women, men to men. Like, there's no way a man's gonna compete with you just because you got an acceptance into a better position or good job or whatever it is, right? That's crazy. Because first of all, men and women are not equal. So if a man is already competing with you, that's weird. But I'm feeling like my man didn't mean it like that. Like, my man was probably like, yo, you're not even qualified to get that position. How did you get that position, kind of thing? Like, he probably was not in some competition type mode, right? Because it doesn't make sense, because it's always women that are competing with each other, whether it's over a man, whether it's over who can dress and look the cutest, or who can get the best grades. It's always like that, right? Women compete with each other, but a man competing with a woman? What are you talking about? Never heard of that. And another thing about the nonchalant thing, it's like, sometimes, some of these men, that's just their natural behavior, bro. Nobody's trying to, like, pretend to act nonchalant around you, you know? It's just, you got, like, some low vibration type dudes out there, you know? And that's cool, too, because to each their own. Like, you don't expect men to always be on high type of energy around you, like, running around, like, powered by Duracell battery or some shit, like some energized bunny, bro, you know? A lot of men ain't like that, you know what I mean?
This is my story of how I fell for a man who wasn't even real. He lied about everything: his name, his age, his job, his family, his entire life. I was in really deep, and I'm currently pregnant with our child. I'm due in a week. But, you know, we had made plans for our future and our life together, but it was a future that was built on the foundation of all his lies. I had no idea who I was really dealing with. He created a world of fake accounts and fake people and fake stories, and was manipulating me in ways that I couldn't even see. And the lies were so fucking big that when I realized, they really rocked my entire reality. So now I'm ready to share everything, and how he's conned me, and how he gaslighted me, and how he's been doing this for years to other women. And I know you're going to wonder, you know, how didn't I see it? Was I blind? But before you judge me, just hear me out, because this could happen to anyone, and I'm about to expose the truth. So wait for part 1 of my story.
That's twisted. That's hella crazy. My dude's living like that Tinder swindler type of lifestyle. Like, he just lied to her about everything, even his whole family, the people around him. Damn. And he got her pregnant. Now she's having his kid, and she finds out that, you know, everything about him is a lie. You know, she should have filtered better, you know? You should have filtered way better. You should have done your background search before even laying with this man. I mean, I get it. They say love makes you blind, which is true until it's too late, but that's insane, man. Like, how didn't you find red flags? I'm sure red flags were popping left, right, center, because you can't tell me not a single red flag shown itself, right? Like, you can't tell me you didn't see a single red flag when you're around him. I'm sure there was at least a couple you noticed, but you chose to ignore it. And now it's too late. Like, it's sad, bro, how you got, like, people like this out there, bro, who just, like, they're just professional con men out there, and they ruin other people's lives, bro.
So many of these girls just have completely broken personalities, and, like, are completely broken inside. And, like, this place will do that to these young girls who don't know any better. And these girls, like the young girls who, like, party and drink every day, after, like, a couple of years of this life, they're absolutely ruined. And yeah, most of these girls, you cannot make a it's just impossible to make a good girlfriend out of them after living in a
You know what? This is not just in Pattaya. This is everywhere else in the world. It's the women out there who are just always partying and they don't have any other substance in their life, right? They're always in them clubs. They're always just chasing that party lifestyle. They're on some lounges. They're on them, tables and stuff like that, right? Bottle service type stuff. Like, of course, this is any other woman out there, not just in Pattaya, right? Like, if you're living this type of lifestyle, of course you're gonna be empty. So I mean, I don't like how he's labeling only Pattaya as if Pattaya women are the only ones doing this type of shit. It's in every country out there. You'll find that specific type of women. They're out there every weekend, maybe not even weekend, weekdays. They're outside.
Start unsending messages. If you get left on scene or if it's on delivered still, unsend every single message. Or let's say even when they do have a conversation with you, but then they just decide to curve you, unsend every single message from the hey to the how old are you to the where you're from, what's your favorite color is. I don't give a fuck. Unsend every single message. Because at that point, they just sat there and wasted your time. They didn't even deserve a conversation out of you at all. They literally just got nothing but free attention out of you.
Yo, that's so real, honestly. If you guys are out here talking to these type of women and they're not even giving you a time of day, they're ignoring your ass, they're leaving you undelivered, whatever, leaving you on open and all that stuff. Yeah, you just might as well just delete them, because why are they there? Why, you're just gonna watch their stories and stuff, watch what they're posting, lurk around, see what they're up to, even though they don't give a shit about you? Like, you might as well just delete them, block them, and send a message, do whatever you got, but do not entertain them. Do not even keep them in your following. At that point, get rid of them, because they are such a waste of time. And I mean, I know men out there who've gotten rejected left, right, and center, and they've tried 15, 20, 100 times. They keep on shooting their shot, and they will still keep these women on their inboxes and still watch their every move, watch their story, and follow them like they're some celebrity or something, and they're just a big fan of them. Like, it's crazy.
I heard Vancouver got money too.
What do you do for a living?
I'll do what it takes.
Because I remember saying the exact same thing, the exact same way, bar for bar, and nobody laughed.
You know what? You ever heard of that line that says it's not what you say, it's how you say? Now there's another variation of that over here, which is it's not what you say, it's who said it. You know what? That's what I'm gonna tell you. That it's not what you say, it's who said it. It's not what you say, it's who said it. And by this I mean, like, bruh, you can get the biggest pickup lines out there. You can get the fanciest lines, you can get whatever. But if you're not that type of man and you're just using those type of lines, women will view you as creeps and weird. You know what I mean? All right, they'll be like, oh, what a lame ass that, what a lame ass dude. But then you can get another dude who's a different specimen, bro, and he can use exactly the same lines as you, or the cringiest lines, or the most basic lines out there. And you'll have women giggling like this, like, oh, he just said the funniest thing in the world. Oh, he's just the funniest man in the room. So that's why it's not what you say, it's who says it, right? It all depends on the caliber type of dude. That's why they say, man, there is no perfect pickup lines, and do not even rely on pickup lines, because what that guy may say to them may not necessarily work for you. You may say it, and the girls may just look at you like you're weird, bro. Something's wrong with you, bro. Right in the head. But that dude can say the most inappropriate thing ever, bro. The most degradable thing ever, and they're just gonna be laughing like it's so funny. It just depends if you're their spec, right? If you meet their requirement, you're attractive in the face, you got the height, you're their type, everything is funny all of a sudden.
So I've been talking to this woman for like a week and a half. We scheduled a date tonight. We're supposed to go out. We've been talking consistently, talking on the phone and all that. She sends me a picture of her fit for tonight. I said, you look amazing. Top tier. I offered to pick her up, but she wanted to drive separate. Cool. I get there. I get a table for us because I knew I would get there before her, and I knew it was going to be a little busy at this place. I'm dressed to the nines. I got a nice little fit on. I was feeling myself. Fresh cut, nice cologne. I get there. She stopped answering. I'm laughing, this shit not even funny. It low-key is funny though. She just ghosted me. Don't know why. Don't know what the fuck happened. I don't want to know. Your loss. I mean, listen, I'm not a cocky dude. It's crazy because the same shit happened to me last year, bro. I'm not cocky. Don't get it twisted. But I'm a good dude, man. Like, I have my shit together for being 24 years old. I'm financially, mentally, emotionally stable and available. I am fully independent. I have my own place. I have animals that I tend to very well. They love me. I worship my animals. I'm a good person. I'm open-minded. I'm level-headed. I'm very understanding. I'm a great communicator. But that's all besides the point. Point is, she fucking lost out. It's cool. And listen, I'm never going to complain about getting a meal in my stomach. You best believe I sat there and stuffed my face all by myself. You think I care? That made the food 10 times better. Not only did you miss out on me, you missed out on the food. That's cool. At least I'm gonna spend my money on her. Anyways, put a little R2-D2 set. Yeah, so I figured, why not come home and build Legos? I showered, got undressed, and all that. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? It's cool. I'm not like that. I'm not about to text you, asking you what is up. I don't care. I don't want to know. Good for you. I hope you have a good night. Obviously she's blocked. Obviously. And it did cross my mind. Maybe something happened to her on the drive here. But she had posted an Instagram story while I was sitting there waiting. Hey. Cool. Toodaloo. Toodaloo. Yeah, you could look at it as a waste of time. I don't really look at it like that, though. I mean, yeah, I guess over the last week and a half, it was kind of a waste, but I don't really look at it like that. I look at it like I got to get a meal in my stomach. I fucking love food. And it was a place that I haven't tried yet, and it was pretty decent. So I'm never going to complain about that, bro. I'm just not. So I'm going to sit here with my little corny-ass Lego set, like the nerd that I am, happily with my kitties. I'm about to move over to the couch in a minute and build the rest of it.
Yo, my God, that is really sad, bro. Like, for men out there who are actually good men, who actually fall through and, they actually show up to these dates and they're like stood up and just like, they're dealing with these women that are playing games left, right, and center. Like, man, it's actually definitely sad because, like, especially these women, bro, like, what are you doing? Like, you're an adult. I hope you are. I hope it's not a teenager, right? Because, like, I mean, it doesn't even matter because even from teenager to adults, they act like this too, right? Like, if you don't want to go out with him, just tell him beforehand. How are you going to waste my dude's time? He's going to dress up, get a haircut, spray cologne, drive to the destination, and your ass ain't even going to pull up. You ain't even going to send a message saying you're running late or... Man, that's the worst. But you know what? He dodged a bullet. And he saved himself money, right? He just had a great date with himself. Why not? And that's why you men gotta realize out there, right? If you guys are ever stood up on these dates, it's okay. Don't feel terrible. Enjoy the food. Enjoy that experience by yourself. Matter of fact, you could even be more petty if you want. You can go on your socials and put a status. I'll be like, yo, I had a date planned, but I guess it didn't work out. I have one spot for anybody out there who want to come, like, dinner's on me or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Treat another person who will respect you in your time, bro. Like, why are you going to treat a girl like this who just going to stand you up like that? Like, that's rude as hell, disrespectful, but good on my man. I actually like his perspective and I like how positive he is regardless of the fact. A lot of men would also start hating women. You guys got to realize that. Not all women do this, right? There's just those few. I mean, I would even say like majority of them will do this, but not all of them. Do not start projecting now, your negativity or your whatever projection just because you have this experience. Do not start projecting that to other women. Do not think they're going to be doing you like this. You know what I'm saying? But it's also good to keep in your mind, in the back of your head, what to do when this happens. Have a backup plan. Even when you plan a date, have something else where you can fall back to if it doesn't work out, right? But yeah, man, all I can say is like, man, you just dodged a bullet. You know, this is just your inner peace. You know, it's just you. It's a you time, man. Even you building Lego at the end of the day, it's so cool, man. Don't sweat it. You know, there's a lot of women out there. But this is what happens though also when you put so much pressure into just one woman, right? Like, don't expect much from these women, especially like if you guys are not even dating, if it's nothing serious and you guys just started talking. Don't even expect them to show up on the date, you know, because in this generation, trust me, they don't even follow through with the simplest things. You know, some of them don't even reply, man. Some of them can't even send you a text back, even though they have their phone with them 24/7, talking about, oh, I don't check my phone all the time. Oh, I'm so bad at replying, I'm so bad at texting. But meanwhile, they don't forget to carry their damn cell phone in the back of their pocket. They don't forget that. You know, they remember everything else just to text you back. Like, what? But anyways, guys, as a video, leave a like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you all thought about it, and comment about that first story you guys heard about that girl that went out of her way to try and track that dude down and force him to, you know, text her. She went as far as to even creep on his social media and found it, or she couldn't find his social media, so she found his teammates' social media and messaged the teammate to let him know to message her. Like, that's mad. And in the end, what happened? She ended up basically blocking him or whatever because he tried to get in her pants, even though he told her ahead of time that that's what he was just looking for. But anyways, yeah, let me know about that, and I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. Peace.